What's up, guys, and welcome to the Don't Sleep podcast. I'm your host, DSanglay, and we are bringing back the podcast. All right, as you guys know, before this podcast was the DSanglay podcast. I also had the DSanglay podcast. This is gonna be the first episode, once again, of the Don't Sleep podcast. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go follow us on IG at the Don't Sleep podcast, and you guys can listen or watch on all platforms. Mom.
Let's make this fun.
Okay. All right. So, Mom, you want to introduce yourself? You know what I mean? Just give everyone a brief intro of who you are and what your name is.
Hi, I'm Lisa Sanglay. I'm Dylan's mom, and I'm a nurse practitioner, but I special in dermatology. And hopefully that could be one of our many things that we can talk about here. So let's find out.
Well, it's going to be a conversation, so you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I want to take it back to like when you were a kid. Like, what were different things that you enjoyed doing? What was like your passion? Like, what did you like doing as a kid?
When
you
I
can
was,
look at me. You can look at me.
well, when I was
People can hear. People can listen. It's a podcast. So.
When I was a kid, like young kid, believe it or not, I already like to play, like pretending that I'm a nurse. Mm-hmm. You know, I remember I have pictures that with my parents taking pictures of me wearing a nurse outfit and playing with my baby doll, and I would like listen to their little heart and stuff like that, pretending that I'm taking care of them and bandaging them and using like little stethoscope plastic machines, and that's actually, it's so much fun. I can do that for hours.
Okay. With
my siblings and with our other playmates, because before you actually do play. You know, it's not just. Now, kids nowadays are a little different, you know, they don't have the actual thing of playing and the imagination and all that stuff. Now they just look at their phones all day at such a young age, and it's not the same when I was growing up, because we were actually out there playing and playing with our friends, you know. Yeah. So, and I think that's a big impact on, and when you grow up, on how you talk to people and how you socialize with people, and the way you you talk to them and communicate with them, right? So that's definitely a big impact.
So you were the only one out of all your siblings in the medical field, right?
Out of the 4, yes.
Okay.
Except my sister, but it's really not in the medical field. But she's a social worker.
Okay, so
I don't think that's a medical field.
All right. So if you didn't see me doing my business right now, what would you see me doing? I'm just curious. I remember I had like a lot of different aspirations as to being like a chiropractor, and at one point I wanted to be like an NBA basketball player, and then I wanted to be a cardiologist.
Yeah.
Right, and then now this is what I'm doing. So.
Well, I think if this is not what you're doing, I can see you pursuing something in the athletic health business. So
like what?
Like
what?
A sports, because you used to say, you know, Mom, I want to do sports medicine, because I just want to work with all the NBA players, and I'm gonna help them, you know, and it's gonna be fun taking care of their needs when they get hurt and are injured. I think that's the thing that I would see you doing more if you decided not to go into this kind of business.
I think I would want to do something like that too, like work alongside of the NBA. I don't think I would do it on the medical side of things. I think I would want to like speak and like do the TV hosting and interviewing the basketball players, and you know what I mean,
Yeah.
being like hands-on.
Yeah,
on the court.
but
I
at
think
the
that'd be really
same
cool.
time, I think your original major was supposed to be kinesiology. So
sports medicine.
sports medicine, kinesiology. So I don't think that's the kind of route you're getting into if you're
No, but it's
gonna
just-
be like interviewing NBA players. But I know for sure you always wanted to be part of that NBA community. Even
Yeah.
now, you're still really hoping that you can be part of that NBA community, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think you can still do it. I mean, you're definitely good on what you do. You're great talking to people, and you can get them going. And it's just a matter of finding that right group of people so you can get that chance.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, if with the rate that you're going, I don't see why some of these people should already be approaching you.
Yeah, because I just recently posted a video. I believe you watched it, right?
Yep.
Where I was giving and handing out my business cards, telling the NBA players of the Team USA basketball team
Right.
that I'm the shoe plug out here in Vegas. So I'm like,
Exactly. So you only need one, honestly. Like,
just one connection.
one
Connection from the NBA. So
You
if
know-
you guys are watching NBA, if you guys are watching, let me know.
Yes.
You know, I'd love to do something with you guys.
I mean, you only need one great person, right? To connect you to all these opportunities and to
Yeah.
open doors.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes it's not time. I think it's a matter of patience.
When
for
God is gonna open that door for you,
They
that
will
is like,
open that door.
when it's the right time, it's the right time.
Right.
Everything happens for a reason, right? So,
Yes, for sure.
if you weren't in the medical field, what would you see yourself doing? You know, I have a list of questions right here, and I'm not. I think I've only hit like one, but like I'm just trying to go off. What would you think you would be doing if you weren't in the medical field? If
Business.
You weren't, not nurse practitioner. Yeah, business. Why?
Yeah, because
I remember when you used to sell like the jewelry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You used to sell what, jewelry?
actually I like to
else?
buy and sell. So
Right, jewelry. What else
yeah,
you sell?
so
Jewelry.
jewelry. I used to
should sell-
just random things.
I
Like
remember
I
when you
remember
used
to
to-
help my mom.
Right, I remember you used to sell jewelry,
Watches.
for your mom, and then you used to sell your own jewelry.
Correct.
You used to bring that big, like that big black bag, like that big roller bag.
Roller bags.
You used to bring that big roller bag to like different restaurants, and you used to
Or
tell your
work.
friends. Yeah, you used to
Yes.
even
Host
here at
a
the
party.
house host like parties, right?
Yes. Yes.
I remember that, and you used to just lay everything on the table just for everyone to
Yes.
see. I think that was really cool. I think that'd be really cool. But
Actually, I opened up on one of my customers years ago, and I told her my idea. And my sister and I were talking about an idea. We remember at one point we were jokingly named. She said, "Sis, you should name your company some like diva jewelry, but everything $5. Remember? I used to say that. I wanted something that I wanted to buy something that I can specifically nitpick individually, because I do not want crappy $5 jewelry as well. I wanted it to be more like people can wear, and people will say, "Oh my gosh, I love that jewelry," but where'd you find it? And it doesn't look cheap, right? So I tested all of that things. When I went online, I saw a wholesaler. I chose those individually that I know based on the market, on what is great and what is needed and the style and all that stuff. So I based it on all of those. And is the material cheap? Is it easily, broken? But I wanted something also more practical, because not everybody can afford $1,000 necklace, right? So, and isn't it painful when you buy a nice jewelry and then you lose it, and then, or you break it?
yeah,
What happened? And then you're like, oh my gosh.
yeah. But
I
then if
just
you have the
lost.
$5
Yeah,
piece
if you have
and lose
$5,
it,
I can buy.
You're fine.
I can buy like $10 items, and and I can wear it in different ways. I used to dress them up with all my clothing, and it brings colors in them, and it doesn't hurt your pocket, right? So when I brought that out, I said, okay, I'm gonna make this. I was really hoping that I can make that big, but I decided to go to NP school. Remember?
Right. No, wait. Go back to the story about you said your
yes.
friend.
So I spoke to a friend.
There you go. Yeah, go back to that story.
And I gave her an idea. I said, hey, my sister actually gave a name. I can't remember specifically because it was really such a good thing. And she said, sis, why don't you do that? And everything $5, right? And then few years later, guess what?
She opened her own.
She started working with this company. She said, oh, I joined this company that all of our jewelries are $5. And now it's still going. Remember, we went to the one over the weekend at Gold Coast, and I said, look, Dylan, all the jewelries here are $5. That's actually that company, right?
Really?
And I said, well, it's definitely, if it's for you, it's for you. But if it's not your opportunity, it's not for you, or it's not for you, right? So and I thought about it, and I said, I'm glad somebody took that idea, because
So you gave that friend
yes,
idea,
because
and then
now
they
it's
executed.
big, right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So now there's other mothers who doesn't have a job, and they can just stay home with their kids, and they sell those things on their website.
Okay, wait. So I'm just curious. Why didn't you execute that idea when your sister gave it to you?
Well, because I decided to go back to NP
I
school.
see. Right. So that's where that's.
And the only reason why I started that jewelry business
is to pay off school, right?
No, to have extra money while I'm in, because I know that I'm not going to be working full time,
Right.
and I have you guys, right? And I still want to make sure that we're all able to have fun on the weekends, and
I appreciate that.
I just needed extra money, and I wanted at one point. Remember, I sold a whole bunch of those jewelry because I wanted to buy a laptop for school.
Right. And you did.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So
We still have that laptop.
we still have that laptop. So
That's an old laptop. I use that for shipping now.
But you know what I mean? So definitely I'm one of those people that I know how to also make money, but I just didn't pursue it in that way. I didn't want to do it more long term.
So if you were in the medical field, you would definitely do business. You would definitely start basically like doing what I'm doing,
right?
Reselling.
But just probably more, buy and selling.
So
right?
that's where I got it from. That's where I got the
That's
business.
right.
And
That's why every
entrepreneurship.
time you say, "Oh no, Mom, I didn't get it from you." No, you got it from me.
I always knew that I got it from you because I
Yeah.
know Dad has been like working different
Yes.
jobs all his life.
Yeah,
so.
but remember the time when I start school, I always have extra money because and I'm not worried about not having extra money because I was selling it all the time, and people are beginning to like, "Hey, Lisa, I wanna buy your." And then remember at one point I
remember that was
yeah.
like every time like we had family members over, they would always want to buy
I'll have
something.
like $500
like
on my
$20.
pocket. Yeah,
Like $20. You were selling like the jewelry for like at least like $20. I know
yes.
that
The most expensive was $20.
Right, there was some pieces that weren't just like $5.
No.
It used to go up to like you said,
Yes,
like $20.
depending if it's a set.
Right.
It's a really nice set.
So
right?
how much were you buying them for, and how much were you selling them for? Like, what was your profit looking like?
Actually, you can for $5. It's actually the whole pack. If you think
Really?
about the whole.
Dang. So
The
with
whole-
that $5, how many?
It's
did
a
you get? How
dozen.
many pieces?
It's
Dang.
a dozen pieces, right?
Okay. Wow.
So if you think about it,
What is
if I
that
just
looking like?
if I just sell one of the jewelry, I already after that it's all.
That's like what, 40 cents a piece?
So all of that is just my money.
Yeah. Easy
So
money, yeah.
that's what I used
Wow.
to do. I like that's why every month when the shipment comes, and then I sell them right away. Remember, I have to like really hustle and make sure I sell them quickly,
Right.
so I can pay for the first shipment,
Right.
the first part. So the
first
rest,
batch.
the first batch, and then I make sure I quadruple all my money before I order the next ship.
And how long did you do that for? How long did you do that?
I think I did it for like a year.
That's what I remember.
Because I remember At one point, I was actually doing home parties, and I
Yeah, I
was
remember that.
offering.
Yeah, that's what we said.
I was offering people like, okay, guys, if you sell more than like $300 or worth of items, you'll get $50 worth of items for
So
free.
you had people like selling for you too.
No, it's always me.
So then what was that you're talking about?
Like I'll go to home, like hosting.
Oh, so you used to go to the houses, and if we sell, then you give them a portion.
They give let's say $50
host.
worth of items.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Let's say
Oh, so you just give them free jewelry. You
yes.
didn't give them the money.
No.
Okay, I got you.
no. So that was my whole idea, and I actually still think about it. You know,
You bought a lot of stuff though. Like
But-
one of our rooms in the house is like full of just like items and like stuff that you can actually sell. Like if you
Yeah.
really wanted to make an extra like $1,000 to $2,000 to like
you
maybe
will do
even
that.
$5,000 a month,
yeah.
just like doing it like when you got home, you could post like what 5-10 items. Like
Yeah.
anytime you came home,
Yeah.
like that would take you probably like what 30 minutes to like an hour to
But
post.
remember, at one time, I was doing really well on selling, and then whatever's left that I'm not able to sell. Remember, I used to say, okay, clearance sale, everything for $1, $1 a piece. So at the end of the day, number one, you already made your profit, right? You already know you made your money. So you just don't want to waste whatever is left out there. I used to do that a lot, and then I give them for like if you buy 2, I get 1 free, or because at the end of the day, even if you sell them for $1, you
still making money.
still made 60 cents, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
plus more than what you have paid for prior to that.
Yeah. So how much do you think like you were making a month when you were doing that?
I think
Like
I
on
was
average.
average without even trying. I think I was getting like 1,500.
1,500. Easy. Like
Easy.
easy money that you could probably just
Yeah,
like,
and which I started
blow.
like how much? $250.
Right.
So but and you're having fun, but you gotta know your product for sure, right? So
Let me do this real quick.
you gotta
don't get
know.
distracted.
No, you gotta know your product.
Do this too.
You gotta know your product, because I could be like selling anything, but if I don't know anything about it, it's really nothing,
So
because
how are
you're
you-
gonna be talking to friends, you're gonna be
Right.
talking to families.
So how were you, aside from like work and all that stuff, how else were you marketing that that little side hustle that you had when you were doing the jewelry business? Were you, because I know you were just probably like telling, it was like word of mouth business.
Word of mouth, because during then social media wasn't really that big. It wasn't big yet. Only
Right.
like maybe Facebook and
What year was
Snapchat.
that? What year was that?
Like maybe. Well, I went to NP school at 2000. Well, I graduated 2017. So. I
Well,
would
still,
say,
it was kind of like still picking
early,
up.
yeah.
But
so,
like I know that even myself, I was probably posting like once a day. So I mean, I wasn't
Yeah.
really that crazy into social media.
yeah,
until,
and then
like,
remember at
2020.
one point I start putting it on Poshmark. That's when Poshmark was was starting. But and then I said, you know what, it's not all the time that you're getting money on Poshmark, right? So unless you probably put your heart into it.
Because the fees. And
The
all
fees
that
are
stuff.
high, so you're still better off on word of mouth. So every time I see people, I say, hey, I have, you can't beat it. I said, I'm selling jewelries for fun. They're nice jewelries, and they're only $5. Come on, you can't beat that price.
Would you ever reconsider doing it again?
I would probably reconsider it when I retire. and older.
Retire? I feel like you could do it now.
Yeah, but I have more opportunities. I think
Right.
bigger opportunities waiting
Like with
for
the
me.
ad boards and all that stuff that you're doing right now.
Yes.
That's cool. But I think you should also start going hard on like social media too.
Yes, I always talk to you about social media, but I think for me the hardest part is I don't know how to start it. Like, I don't know how to open it. I don't know how
I'm
to
here.
introduce myself
I
to
was
that
like,
thing.
I'm right here.
I know,
You
but
that.
I
I'm
know
right
you're
here.
busy. You know, just like me, I'm
But
busy.
I always make time for you.
You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you see me when I get home. I don't even get home till like 8 o'clock at night. And
And then you gotta work.
And what do I first thing to do? I sit in my little corner, finish my
your little
charts.
yeah.
Because if I don't finish those charts, we don't get paid.
Else.
And we can't, you know, and then I can't really do anything until I finish those. Those are always the priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I go to different functions and different opportunities, you really need to put time on those and add it on top of what you already have, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're building and building, you know. I mean, that's the thing though. That's the nice thing about growth. It's, you know, you're gonna find time. It's not gonna be easy, but you're gonna find some time, and it's you know, but if you want to do it, you will do it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always tell you all the time, like, just start it. Just do it. Like, you don't even have to have like the best content. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is post, be consistent, execution and consistency. That's what I tell people all the time.
Yeah. So my medical assistant actually was making fun of me because, you know, at work, after I do my surgeries, what do I always say? I said, okay, keep your site nice and moist and Vaseline, Vaseline, Vaseline. So now, or I say it in Spanish too. I said, Vaselina, Vaselina, Vaselina. Okay. So they were joking around with me. They said one time, they said, Lisa, you know, you say it like 1,000 times a day. Maybe we should, like, you know, catch it.
Trademark it.
Do it like a TikTok. Like, I'll video you one of these days and just say, Vaselina, Vaselina. Even my patients at this point, they said, Lisa, we know, keep it moist, Vaseline, Vaseline, Vaseline. Mm-hmm. I hope Vaseline is actually listening because you just don't know how much Vaseline we tell you.
Yeah, how much you promote Vaseline?
Yeah, just Vaseline for wound care, Vaseline for anything, you know, if you want it to heal up nicely. So
okay, so that goes to my follow-up question from the business. Like, would you ever wear fakes?
It depends.
What do you think?
I think I would consider it. I mean,
boy, I'm your son. How are you gonna cap? How are you gonna cap right now? Because don't say consider it.
I did. I mean, especially, okay, let's be honest.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, like,
for
it's
me,
just a question. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
For me, honestly, at the end of the day, I'd rather start buying more vintage items than the more
like vintage,
recent.
like designer? Like the
designer
ones?
vintage. No,
Oh,
we're not talking.
Shout out designer vintage.
Yeah, designer vintage items, right? You know, because they were well made then. How many fashion jewelry, let's say Chanel fashion jewelry or Christian Dior fashion jewelry that was made years ago, and if you compare it to what they have now, it was definitely a lot better made then than now, right? Mm-hmm. Even the bags. I tell you that all the time. I'm like, damn, you know, I just spent this little wallet thing. You know, remember I collect mini pochette. Mm-hmm. How many years I've been collecting them? A lot. I've collected them a lot. So every year, I know how they grew, right? Because that was, you know me, I don't like big purses. I like the little ones.
Okay, so now going back to the question, would you ever wear fakes? Like, we're not talking about vintage designer.
Actually,
we're talking about fakes, like replicas.
Yes, I would. Okay. Because, you know, like, there are, like, you saw me wear. I do. I will.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with them.
I feel like there's really actually nothing wrong with wearing
right?
fakes, because at the end of the day, people always ask me all the time, like, oh, Dylan, like, what are your thoughts on fakes? For me,
there's nothing wrong with them,
but
no,
for me, it's your money.
Yeah,
right?
so
it's your
spend
money
it on whatever you want to spend it.
Spend it however you want to spend it. Wear whatever you want to wear. Yeah. But I feel like for me too, yeah, you can buy the fakes to wear it,
Uh-huh.
but just don't buy the fakes to resell it as real.
Right.
Because that's called scamming.
Then that's scamming.
Yeah, that's
No,
not.
you do it your own
Yeah.
thing. Like, for instance, you saw me. I love wearing the different sweaters and with the Chanel sweaters.
It just says Louis Vuitton,
Louis Vuitton,
Gucci,
Louis
Gucci.
Vuitton, yes.
Big Gucci
Yeah.
on the chest right here.
Yes. I love fashion.
Yeah.
Fashion is not about, how expensive it is,
Fashion
how
for
cheap
50s.
it is, right? Check me out, Fashion for 50s on my Instagram page.
No self promo. No self promo. No self promo.
No, but let's go back to the question. Yes, I will definitely do it if it's worth it, right?
Okay.
If it's not cheap looking. We also saw some of those things that are hella cheap, and you're like, nope, we're not doing that for sure because I know it's fake.
Like that one, those one slides you bought. It said Christian Bio or something. Like Christian Bio.
No, it's something like shitty, like Christian
Bio.
Biori. I was like, dude, really? But anyway.
How much you spent on those? Come on.
Well, they didn't show the right thing. I think nothing expensive, like $7, $8.
Okay.
It's a good house slippers. But it was just hilarious. But, you got to try them, right? Because for me, the only reason why I bought them is it's more personal. Like I really want to compare them.
Right.
Can we really see the difference between the real one and the fake ones?
Right.
And I mean, like, bring it back to what I was saying. I started buying the mini pochettes, right? And they were only like, when we started, it was only $275. So I buy them every year because every year they change. So
the real
Louis Vuitton, right?
Yeah.
And that was
$275?
$275 to start years ago.
How big are they? Like what? Like this big?
I have it right there. So it's this small.
Yeah,
You can probably put my little blue thingy.
Where's it at?
Right there, behind
right
my
here.
red one. There you go.
Right here. Okay, right here.
Yes. So
Okay, so you're paying $275 for this. This is real, right?
that's okay. Yes, that is real.
Where'd you
this
get
is
it?
this
Hawaii?
is my recent one. Okay.
Well, show them.
Yeah, this is the recent one.
Podcast listeners can't really see it, but
Okay.
like, it's really small. It's like as big as probably like an iPhone.
You can put an iPhone in
Yeah, it's
it.
probably like as big as an iPhone for
Yeah.
all the listeners right now.
You cannot even put your iPhone in
You
it.
can't even I can't put my iPhone
But
13 in there.
I love traveling with this thing.
Right.
I really do. So, but anyways,
So $275. Okay, so
$275
now what are they at
to
right
start.
now? What are they at right now?
$850.
$850 for this?
yes.
How much do you pay for this one?
$850.
You paid
That's
$850
not
for
even
that?
tax. So
me
tax
see
is
this.
like
Let me see.
$925.
$850.
See,
All right.
see how
what are you putting in here?
flimsy in it? Well,
What do you? All right, hold on.
What?
You paid $850.
Yeah.
And what you got in here? You got some.
hello.
You got an eyelash brush. Okay, let's see. Wait,
Yes. Well,
let's see.
this-
Wait. Let me get
Because I
permission.
already took the stuff
Do I
out
have
of there.
permission to check your purse?
Yeah, but
I
that's
got
not
it.
really what's in there right now. Okay, don't be taking my coins. That's
Can I have
like
these?
that's like my coins.
Can I have these?
I guess you can have them.
Yes, sir. All right, we just
Yeah,
came up.
yeah.
This is her fee for the podcast.
Yeah. But anyway, so yes, I started buying them, and I think this, honestly, after the
$850.
price hike, I think this will be my last year of buying them for sure. Because if they go up even more, I am not paying $1,000 for this.
Well, what I've heard, like Louis Vuitton is gonna raise their prices
And
to
it's
like
already
where you
is.
can't even like afford it.
Yes,
like,
because-
only like millionaires, like super
Because
high
only
end,
high-end money-making people that they're
Yeah.
going to be focusing with, right? So,
like high class.
right.
You know what I mean?
But that's
like,
kinda bull
But I
crap.
mean,
I mean,
you know what I mean? You could treat yourself like
yeah, once a year. I
every-
treat myself.
Once a year? To what? This?
No. I treat myself on my birthday and Christmas.
So what do you get for yourself? Like, what's the last thing you got?
I spend money on my birthday and
What's
Christmas.
the last thing you got?
I bought a
Like
lot.
designer.
Oh my god.
Like,
My Chanel purse.
how much you spend on that one?
I think like $850 for the
$850?
for
All
the
right.
thing.
What's the most you've ever spent on like a designer item, or just like not even just like a designer item? Actually,
When we went to Hawaii.
yeah, we'll do designer item. What's the most you've ever spent on a designer item?
In Hawaii, remember I bought 2 purses.
2 purses.
And there were, well, the most expensive one I think is like close to $3,000.
$3,000?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Last December.
That was last year?
December.
Really?
Yeah.
So for 2 purses, you paid $1,500 each.
No.
$3,000 each?
I paid 27 on one, and then I think the other one is because the other one is just a pochette, and I like the the clutches.
So how much did you spend on both? You spent about like a little over 3?
So it's almost 4, I think, by tax. Yeah, but that's in Hawaii. I got discounts too.
You didn't get a discount. You didn't get a discount.
Yes, it is. It's cheaper in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Anyways,
I guess the tax is like a little bit lower.
Yeah, but it's once a year. Like for me, that was my Christmas present for me.
Okay.
As long as you pay for it after 1 month, that's what I do.
Do you see that ever going up in value? Like, be realistic. Like, after you use it, you know what I mean? Because obviously you bought it to use.
Yeah.
Right.
But unfortunately, I haven't used it yet.
So
I have a lot of purses that's still in the box that I haven't used.
So if you keep it in the box, like, does the leather like get stiff, and like as to like where you can't use it anymore?
No, but don't fold. But don't be putting stuff like it will wrinkle the leather.
Okay.
So you just have to make sure
so $3,000. You paid a little bit over 3. Yeah, actually almost $3,000 for one.
Yeah.
So that's one item.
And then
that's actually not bad.
No, it's not.
I mean, considering like what people pay
like
for,
$6,500 for one little purse, right?
Yeah, considering what people pay for,
right.
These Chanel's, Louis Vuittons, and
sometimes I don't mind. For me, I mean, if you're just doing it for style, I'm not doing it to show it off. I'm doing it for more style, right?
Like for you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's fashion, style, and to give that extra oomph, right?
Fashion for 50s.
Yeah, fashion for 50s style.
That's my mom's hashtag. So if you search up fashion for 50, did you make that hashtag, or was it like always like a thing?
No, for me, I started as fashion for 50s, but apparently,
was that always like a hashtag?
There's always something like
How
that.
many like posts are there under that hashtag?
I think there are like over a lot.
Oh, so that's not your hashtag.
No,
then.
it's not. But at the end of the day, it's still mine. I
Right.
mean, it's like, and it's cute because I have my little 10 people followers that will see me, and they said, hey, I'm always really looking forward to your Sunday posts because they're like, they make me happy because, and it's fashion for 50s. So, but you know what though? I'm not doing it for others, right? I'm doing it for me.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that matters, right?
No, yeah. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, when I buy things, because it's not to show it off, but it's because it makes me happy, or not make me happy, but it's because I work hard for it, right? I mean, you don't see me going everywhere. You don't see me, I'm always working, and so if I want to buy something, I'm not going to wait for other people to buy it for me. So I'm going to buy it myself.
Right.
Because if I ask you, let's say, Dylan, can you please buy me a $3,500 purse? Or just imagine me asking your dad.
I mean, I would actually do that. I would actually probably consider that. But you know how I am, though.
But at the same time, do you really think I'm going to be doing that? I probably won't, because for me.
But you know how I am.
Yeah,
like, I don't like just okay, because $3,500 could be used on
a lot of things.
You
can travel.
Things.
You can.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Compared to like you just having a bag just sit on the corner. Right. Well, we could have used that for like the whole family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or invested it and just grew that $3,500 to like 10,000.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're totally in a different generation as well. You're still young. I'm already like 50.
You're still young too.
Yes, but
that's still
but
young.
what I'm trying to say is like, when am I gonna enjoy
life.
my money? When I'm like 70 and I'm like not looking good anymore, and I'm still holding on to my little Louis Vuitton purse.
No discrimination for people that are actually doing that right now, though.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
But I mean, but I'm just saying.
There are people doing that. There are 70-year-olds that are just now enjoying their money.
But it's just an example, right? I mean, you know how many people that you know, it's sad. Like, look at my parents. You know, they work so hard, and they save for the family, and when it's time to travel, they were not even to really do a lot of traveling because of what happened to my mom. So.
Right. I mean, that's also why I wanted to get like Pop on the podcast. Just kind of like, I wanted to see like what are different things that he kind of regret not doing when he was younger. And I feel like that's another thing too, like what you just said, like he didn't travel as much, he didn't enjoy his money as much.
They did travel, but not probably as much as they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So they, you know.
And by the time they did travel, they were already like, they probably couldn't even like walk to like.
Or my mom is already getting really bad on her dementia. So.
Yeah.
But it is, you know, like, that's life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you know, like, what did they say? Life is not really promised what's going to happen to you tomorrow. So for me, every day is a blessing for me. So as long as I know I'm not doing something bad, and I'm doing it for me and to make myself happy and to make my family happy, why not?
That's all that matters. Like I've ever since I've grown and like gotten older, a little bit older and more mature, I've kind of realized that the health of your loved ones and the people that are close to you, and obviously like God, are the only things that really genuinely matter. Because at the end of the day, without those people beside you, you know, you're left with really nothing. You know what I mean? Like, except like yourself and like whatever you have. I always think about it every day, and that's why I always try to like tell Ari and like try to get that in her brain. Like, that's why I'm kind of trying to build that relationship with Ari and trying to, you know, because like at the end of the day, you have, let's say you have all this money, you have all this material stuff, you have like, you know, you have basically everything, but you don't have your family, and you don't have, you know, you don't have that close relationship with God. Like, then it's really nothing. Then you're really, it's just like, what else is your purpose? You know what I mean? Like, then you have to really think about like, what is my purpose, right? But like with like a healthy family and God and all this stuff, then you really realize like, I can do anything I put my mind to, because as long as my family's good
and they have a support,
right, and like I just feel unstoppable, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
you know, but at the same time, there's always a hindrance, right? When you go up, there's also a hindrance from your family, certain families.
That's true.
That's
true too.
As the more you go up, the less and less supporters you're probably gonna be seeing, and sometimes you feel lonely up there.
Right.
Which I told you before, right? I said that's the problem when you're going up, and it's unfortunate because people starts to
like kind of
stay
you
away.
lose a lot of people when you're on the way to the top.
Yes.
You lose a lot of people. Like, that's what I've noticed. Like, all my friends that I used to hang out with, like, and like close loved ones that we used to talk to a lot, I don't really hear from them as much anymore. Right? But it can also be like the opposite, right? Because
they'll hang out with you until the end.
Right. I mean, it could also be the opposite, right? Like, at the beginning, they're not going to support you as much. They're going to be like, oh, I don't really care. And then all of a
sudden,
you start to pop off, and then they're like, oh, how did you get there? I want to buy some shoes off you. I want to support your business now.
Yeah, so it's like what they said. You know, they said it's lonely when you're trying to go up there, right? If the more you want to work hard, you feel you're just by yourself in the beginning, and then hopefully everybody just kind of follow through it. So
that's why at the top, the only people that genuinely
is the real people,
like
your family, your close friends that really stuck with you when you have nothing,
like rock bottom.
Yes. You know, because I noticed also, like, when you start going up there, you're going to start noticing people start just coming out of nowhere.
Just out of the
because they
blue.
know.
Because they need you, right?
Yeah.
That's the only time people, like at least right now, like reach out to me, like they ever need me.
Yeah.
And I don't. I mean, I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But it's just like you were never there at
When
the
the
beginning.
beginning.
So why are
So
you
why all of a
asking
sudden
now?
you're
You know what I mean?
here, right?
Like, because I have it. I have stuff to offer now.
Yeah.
But yet,
Yes.
back then, I didn't have anything to offer.
Right.
You know,
Right.
now you want to come to me and ask me for different things,
but
right?
you know what? It's okay, because that's how God works. And I mean, for me, I'm just happy if I can help others. Why not? I mean, it doesn't matter if you were there in the beginning, if you were there at the end with me, but it's always going to be me, right? That's not going to change.
Yep.
So what you see is what you get. I tell all my friends, if you do not like me from the beginning, then more likely you're not probably going to like me from the end, right? So, but it's always going to be me. So, I learn, I guess, because as I've gotten older, I learn to just move on. And, the real ones are going to be staying with you.
Always be there.
And you're going to know the real ones at the end.
I know you've encountered like a lot of
Negativity?
like just not even negativity, just like fake. You know what I mean? Like we've all have encountered just like fake people. Right. You know what I mean? Like
you think you're like, and then you're finding out that they're talking
crap about you behind your back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so. but it's okay. I mean, I no hate about it. I still love them. Because at the end, I asked myself,
did you do right?
What did I do to you?
Right.
I know at the end of the day, I still did the right thing. So if you found something that you didn't like about me, that's up to you.
That's on you, yeah.
Right? Like, because it's really, I know deep in my heart, I did the best that I can do to help you or to be there for you. But if you just turned around and just took advantage of that and then say, oh, blah, 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 then that's on you. I mean, I'm always going to be here. I always tell you that, I have friends there, and sometimes I'm like, what happened, so, but at the end of the day, I tell them, hey, just checking up on you guys, but I'm here, I love you guys, but it's up to them.
Yep. Okay. Moving on.
We're getting deeper, huh?
We are getting deeper.
Not just kidding.
We are. So, okay, so now I guess like I was going to move on to another question with another topic, but I guess to follow up with that, what is like a little story, not because we don't got that much time left, but a story time of when someone looked down upon you, like whether it was in like the beginning or like now or like what is a story of when someone like kind of belittled you?
You know what I'm gonna say. It's not.
I don't know. There's a few. That's why I put this question here. There's a few. So like, what's a story time of?
But I think for me, I will bring back when I was in high school. Okay. When I was really down there.
Okay, so like be like really detailed, just because like I know the story, right? But for the people watching, like
Yes. So just to kind of recap.
Make it quick though.
Yes. Yes. So I was 16 years old. I used to help my dad. We didn't have anything when we came in the United States. So we're poor when we came to the United States because we had nothing. So we were doing like a lot of house cleaning per se.
Housekeeping?
So housekeeping, house cleaning, we go to people's home and clean houses. But anyways, I was already in, I believe I was a junior or senior in high school. And my dad woke me up and, we went to this Filipino houses.
High-end?
High-end,
Rich area?
Like rich Filipino communities, And this is supposedly, the sad part is supposedly a family friend. So and we're very close to them, and they called my dad, and said, hey, we need you guys to clean because we're gonna have a party today, and we want the house to be clean and before people starts to show up. And I said, okay, Dad woke me up. We went, just me and him, cleaning this big old house, right? So for a 15, 16-year-old, so 16-year-old, what do you wear? Like little short shorts and my little tank tops,
You're just cleaning a house.
Yeah, cleaning a house,
right?
right?
Special, yeah.
So what happened? I was cleaning the bathroom. On one of the guests, the guest bathroom, people were start coming in. Literally, people were start coming in and looking at the bathroom, like, apparently they didn't tell us it was a house blessing. So big Filipino community people are going to be there. A lot. So, and we were just in the middle of thank God we were in the middle of almost finishing up, right? So I turned around and I'm like, these people are looking at you like, oh, what the heck, who are these people, and then I'm cleaning the windows and the bedrooms, and the bedrooms is facing the pool, and there's a whole bunch of teenagers there that we know. So one of the teenagers said, hey, why don't you invite your cousin? She said, that's not my cousin. One of the, that's not my cousin.
One of the owners?
That's the daughter's owner, yeah.
Okay.
But we are really close, right?
Owner's daughter, yeah.
We're really close. And then that's not my cousin. That's just the daughter of our housekeeper. So they just wanted to really just show that that they have a maid, that they have a housekeeper,
Yep.
You know how belittling that is? But you know what though? It's here. But it made me stronger. So what did I do? I said, okay. I said, we're blessed that we have, we're learning from these, right? So I studied hard. I promised myself this is not going to happen again. I said like this, I'm going to learn from these little things, right? So I ran to my dad. I said, Dad, what are we doing here? I thought it was just us cleaning this house. And so all of a sudden we're in the little corner.
Well, everyone's looking at you.
Well, everybody's eating with their little nice clothing, and then me and Dad are wearing little short shorts, we look like nothing, right? And we were waiting for our payment, So, and of course they say, oh, go eat. How are you gonna eat with that, right? So my dad said, just give us our payment so we can leave. So after that, my dad called the owner, and that's the end of it. We never saw them again. But
until
so I got accepted.
Yeah,
I got accepted in nursing school. So I was already doing my internship, my clinical rotation. And that's why what goes around comes around. Don't belittle everyone. So now I was wearing my nursing uniform, and all my friends, we were all having lunches, because we're all gathered up and we all go to this lunchroom at Sunrise Hospital. And I turned around and I saw this girl.
The daughter. The owner's daughter.
The owner's daughter. And she can't even look at me because she knows at this point that I'm going to be a nurse in the next few months. And then she's working at the back end of
Of a hospital?
of the hospital, so that's why I was and then she can't even look, or she can but I remember she always wanted to be the best, she wanted, if I have something, she wants something more, so
She always want to one-up you.
So growing up. But it's okay. I still see her once in a while, and it's definitely different. Our life is definitely not the same, right? That's why I said, you know what?
Just focus on you.
Focus on yourself.
That's it.
Don't compare your life to others, because not everybody's life is the same, right?
I feel like that's a big part in everyone's life
Yes.
right now. Because I feel like, especially with social media, right? People are seeing other people's social media and like comparing themselves to their lives, right? But we all have it in our own different way.
Yes.
We are always like creating our own story because you never know what that person had to get through or go through
just to get
to that point, right? Like who knows if they were just like either given all that money or given all that material stuff, right? Like whereas a lot of us listening or watching right now, we had to like work from the ground up to get there, right? So that's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's crazy though. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I learned from the beginning to end, but you know, just always do what's best for you. Be yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna show. It's gonna show who's the real you, right? I don't have to tell you anything. They're gonna know if you just say, "Hey, just like you, who's DSanglay?" You know, I don't have to explain. Oh, DSanglay is my son, and blah 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 blah, because they already know that, right? So, but you know, that's why just work hard, be yourself, because you never know when it turns around and it's your opportunity, right? What God brings you.
Yep. God's plan. God's plan is the only plan.
God's plan is the only plan for sure.
Sir. Okay, so we only got about like 15 to 20 more minutes. So, all right.
How many hours is this?
Just 1 hour.
Oh.
So, just about 1 hour. Okay, so I really wanted to put this out here. All right, top 10. Actually, you could go up to 10. You don't have to go top 10.
Yeah.
Top 10 unnecessary items you've bought in your life or recently. Just actually, like, just probably we'll just do recently because like I could probably see a lot of stuff on this counter that a lot of unnecessary.
Well, I like to try new.
Here, actually, you want to go get them?
Yeah, I like to try.
I'll go get them.
I like to try new innovations.
New innovations. Are you sure about that? All right, I'm gonna get a few in here that I see.
I know, but some of them it doesn't even work.
Okay, what else?
The fan over there in the corner. Over there in the corner.
See, there's just so many things here.
Right there, babe.
I wish like.
Oh, my little plug, the pink plug.
Okay, we got the pink plug. Where's the other stuff?
On there, by the statue, to the left. My little fan.
Tell me where.
Right there.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay. 3. Let's do 2 more. We'll just do top 5. Okay,
my little massager thing for my hands.
Hold on. They can still hear me. We'll just do top 5.
My little finger acupressure.
So 4. And then
the neck thing. 5. I mean the finger pressure.
This one?
No. I like that. The little acupressure.
Okay. All right, we'll do this one too.
That one.
All right. So everyone listening right now, we're just gonna explain it in detail what these items are, and like if you want to watch it, just watch it. It's either gonna be on Spotify. You could watch it on Spotify, or you could watch it on YouTube. So top 5. We'll just do top 5. Which item do you want to choose? We'll just start with this one. Explain what that was, what that is, how much you bought it for, and why did you buy it?
Oh, I bought.
Okay, how much did you buy it for? What is it? Well, yeah, there you go.
It's supposed to be an acupressure. And you're supposed to put it on your like key points. It's supposed to help your headache, your weight.
Your weight loss.
And you can actually I'm not getting any younger, so I'm getting arthritic pains. So you can and it's like an acupressure.
Okay. So this is number 5. This is number 5. We're not even at the other 4 yet.
So see, and
how much did you pay for it?
See it, then you thick.
How much did you pay for it?
I don't know, like less than maybe $6.
She's like, why? Why did you buy that?
I don't know. You're not gonna know if a product is good unless you tried it, right?
That's true, but do you need that though?
Oh yeah, because
you said for weight loss.
No, not for. There's certain acupoints things on your hands or your feet. If you really look into it, or even your ears, there's certain acupressure that actually activated like some type of weight loss shit. Like,
Let me see this, bro. What is
So,
this? Bro? What is this? Let me see.
But
this.
I do it for more of like
my mom tries to put this on me all the time. Like I get so mad because like I don't like the feeling of getting shocked. It's like it's not a massager.
Good.
It's a shocking.
It's like little.
Like they call it a massager, but it shocks you. So
It's
like
acupressure.
I've seen a lot of people actually use this. A lot of elderly people use this, and they use it to like massage
Exactly.
and like. But I don't like it. Like
I like to put it on my certain thing on like my neck.
Right.
But I like it on my hands, honestly. When it's like a long day at work and I just have like it actually feels really good.
All right. So would you guys buy this right here, man? Look.
Here.
Look. I'm gonna tell you a story.
It goes all the way to 8.
So I remember Ari and I were Ari's my sister, by the way. So Ari and I were at the house by ourselves, right? And then she was just using it. She was like, wait, why don't you use it? How come you don't like it? I'm like, dude, just keep that thing away from me. And she was like, it doesn't even hurt. And then she was at level 1. She was at level 1, right? She was at level 1 like this.
And it twitches.
She was like level 1 and level 2. She went up to level 8, and then her hand started going like this. It started just twitching everywhere. Like I'm like, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So
okay, all right, we're going to number 4.
Okay, I love this. This is like my favorite. I think I'm gonna.
Put it on.
I'm gonna wear this right now.
Put it on.
It's like the best thing ever. See, how can you not be like? How can you not like this thing? See, I can actually wear this while I'm talking to you, but it's probably gonna annoy you guys because it's here.
Yeah, take it off. They can probably get here.
Well.
Let me see.
I bought this to buy it for my lashes.
What, your lashes?
One. Yeah, for my lashes. When I
Dude,
just get them.
What is that?
It's a fan. But I bought this because I get hot all the time. When you're like over 50s, you start menopause, right? So when I'm watching TV, sometimes I get really hot, and I'll put this on my neck, and it feels really good. And see,
here, this is a better alternative.
It's refreshing.
This is a better alternative for you, right here. Like right here. Instead of that, you just get this thing right here. See that? Boom. There. Just put it in your face like that.
I know that is big.
Okay.
So I like this thing. So I honestly, this is honestly the best thing I think I've ever purchased. Okay. And believe it or not, this is how I started because I got this for free.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I paid for was shipping, not even shipping and handling, because shipping and handling is free.
So everyone listening right now,
that was my gift.
This is a free gift that my mom got.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not going to say what company because we're not plugging.
Yeah, we're not plugging. No
unless
sponsors
they
yet. Yeah,
sponsor.
Unless they hit us up. But yeah, so this is like a thing that you put around your neck and like
there's three
it
different.
It blows air. It blows different air.
This is actually like good when you're traveling.
It's like a neck fan.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Neck fan. Okay. All right. So now here we go.
More
top 3. Here's my mom's duck fan. What is this one for?
I love this thing.
What is this? It's a smaller
It's another fan.
Why are you so like obsessed with fans?
See?
What is that for now?
It's
you have this.
I don't know. I just thought it was the cutest. But you know what though? This one I really like because I can really focus after I get my lashes done. It's all about my lashes, right?
Oh
because it's my lashes keeps me low maintenance for sure.
Low maintenance?
Yes.
You're high maintenance.
No, I'm not high maintenance, dude.
Dude, you're high maintenance.
No, I'm not. I don't even do any makeup at all. So what you see is what you get. I put like a little bit of lipstick on, and that's it. So that's why I need to maintain lashes, so I don't have to worry about them.
How much you pay for that?
Like $5, I think.
$5. Okay. Moving on to the next one.
And the thing is, this thing lights up and it dances. Like it has like different colors.
Well, people can't.
No, but it's like at night.
People listening can't see it. Anyway. We'll save the best for last. Go ahead and use this one. Bro, stop messing around with this. Stop messing around with this. Okay, talk about that one.
Okay. This actually one of the best thing I bought.
Okay.
It's only $3.
Man, $3.
And look.
What is it?
It's a charger.
Okay.
It's
$3
an
charger.
iPhone charger.
Okay.
So,
Okay, now plug it into your
I
phone.
always need battery, plug.
Okay, now you're hacked. Now you're getting hacked now. Now you're getting hacked. Now you're getting hacked.
Hold on. Oh, see? Ta-da! It's charged. How good is that?
Okay.
So if I'm watching a video and I don't really want to kill my thing, watching your TikTok, okay, that actually helps. And then when I'm done, you just pull.
Okay, now you're not being hacked.
And then look, how pretty is that? It looks like one of those, what do you call that? The pod keys, right? The key pods. What do you call
So you have to charge this, I'm guessing, right?
Yes, you have
Why
to.
don't you just charge your phone? I mean,
no,
this is actually,
no.
You know what?
This is when your battery is
Right.
low.
You know, I actually see this as like a necessity. But
Right.
also,
I
don't
actually used it during my conference.
Is it legit? Like, you sure you're not like getting hacked or anything like that? Like,
Oh, we'll find out. So,
knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Dang. Okay. All right. Last but never the least, the best item. You want to demonstrate?
no,
I
because
feel like people would want to actually like.
yes, but the
Like, no, I
problem.
feel like people would actually want to see you demonstrate this right now.
But the problem with this is I have to plug it
No,
in.
stand up right here in this corner and just demonstrate it.
But the thing is not
Look
long.
at this. It says
This
99.
is actually
It
pretty
doesn't
cool.
even do anything. Like, okay, so look. All right, let me explain this. So for everyone listening right now, so this is the thing that goes around your stomach. How much you pay for this?
I think that's one of my 90% off. So
90%
that's
off?
like not like more than $10 maybe.
Dog, $10
like
for this.
$6. Like
All right,
I don't,
all right.
you know me. I
So
don't buy anything.
why did
like,
you buy this? Why did you buy this?
Because
Wait.
it's supposed to
Yeah.
strengthen your abdominal.
So you bought this because it's supposed to strengthen your abdominal muscles.
It contracts it for you.
Contract your abdominal muscles. All right, so basically,
And it helps cellulite, supposed to be. So
Okay,
you
so-
put it on your thigh, your hips, and your stomach.
This is a thing that you put around your stomach, obviously, and it just like basically shocks your stomach.
No, not shock. It's a vibrator thing. Like,
Okay, a vibrator.
it vibrates. It's
Okay,
like
all right.
chook, chook, chook. You press this on.
So something that you put in your stomach, it just vibrates.
and then you're just like this.
Okay, yeah,
Right?
show them.
Like this, and then you press the button. And
But you need it plugged in, and you don't
Yes.
have a long enough plug.
this is like crazy because when I bought it, it's supposed to be like, what do you call that? You don't need a plug, and see, it's not
Okay.
coming on because you have
I
to
remember.
plug it.
I remember my mom was demonstrating how to
Sitting
use
down
this.
there in the corner.
Right, my mom was demonstrating how to use this to my girlfriend, and she was sitting down because our couch has like a little
Plug
USB
in.
port, and you can, we had the USB port for this little device, and the cord was so short that she had to sit on the ground while she was getting shocked by this thing.
And close to the couch
And
like
super
this.
like hugging like the couch. Her legs were like literally around the couch. If you can imagine that.
Hey, but
All
it
right.
actually does work.
That's funny. Anyway. All
Yeah.
right, we'll
Well, this one I gotta find a longer plug. I think it will work just the way I wanted it to be.
okay, so we're gonna end it off with one more question. All right. So for anyone watching right now that is a parent, okay, obviously I want to be a future parent myself to my future kids and all that stuff. Actually, let me rephrase that. I want to be a great future parent to my future kids, healthy future kids, right? What is some great advice that you would give me and Kyla to be great parents? Like, what do you recommend? Like, what is like different advice? Like, don't say like anything like degular. Like, I need something like good, just straight from the heart right now. because
Straight
that's
from
how
the
we're gonna end it
heart?
off right now. Yeah, that's how we're gonna end it off. Go.
Okay.
Straight from the heart. Let's go.
Straight from the heart is don't impose something that you wanted for your life, to tell your kids this is what they have to do. because they didn't reach it themselves, right? So, and another thing is sometimes we, as a parent, we need to learn how to back off a little bit so the kids will learn to be stronger and make mistakes and learn from their mistakes, but always be there for them to make sure that if they make a mistake, you can always say, hey, we're here for you and we're always going to be there for you. And and I always tell you this, I know at the end of the day, I know what I want for my kids, right? But is that going to make them happy? Probably not. So I tell every single parents or every single kids out there, do what makes you happy and do what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, parents, we all want you guys to be lawyers and doctors and engineers, but that's not for everyone. So for me, I learned just to sit down, observe, watch you guys grow and hope for the best, and make sure that you guys are happy on everything that you guys do. Because at the end of the day, if you guys are not happy,
nothing else matters.
Nothing matters, because
Right.
I've seen so many people out there, it was imposed to them that, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And are they successful?
Probably not. 'Cause it's not something-
Probably not, but are they happy?
No.
No, right? So I think that's the number one thing I learned is I want to make sure my kids are happy on what they've chosen to do in their lives. Like for instance, with your sister, I know she's probably not going to be like you, but that's her.
Not
So
business
yeah.
savvy,
So, but at the end, I tell her all the time, choose what makes you happy, because if you're doing something enjoyable and if you're doing something like you're going to be happy and you're going to do so well on it, you're going to be definitely successful in it. You're going to come into work every day and you're going to be like, wow, I'm definitely doing this today. But if you're waking up every day and it's really not for you and you're unhappy, guess what? That's just going to kill you, right? Because
it's gonna drain you.
yeah, it's going to drain you, and then you're not going to be successful in it, and then that's how you fail, right? So again, for me, I think that's the one that I would tell you guys. I mean, sometimes we have to let our children make a little, let them decide what they want to do. Sometimes it's good when they make a mistake because they learn from the mistake. But I'm not saying, there you guys go out there and do whatever you want. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as a parent, I'm always going to be there. I know what you guys are doing left and right. Sometimes you guys probably don't think like, oh, my mom doesn't know I'm doing this. I know what you guys are doing. But I know when I'm checking, certain things, I know. Because I care about you guys, right? But I want you guys to also explore and because that's how you're gonna learn life. It's not all the time. When you learn life, it's not being taught. It's by learning based on what you guys did. So, and did you do the right thing? Did you? You made a mistake, but were you able to solve that mistake? Or do you have a problem? Did you learn how to fix that problem? So, but we're always here for you. I'm always here for you. What did I tell you guys all the time? Pray all the time. The first thing you have to do is always ask for guidance. But just remember, mom and dad are always here for you. I don't care how busy I am. That can stop. I mean, just tell me, Mom, I need your help. Okay, fine. Probably you guys think I'm always busy, but when you guys need me, I'm always here, right? So, yeah, just remember, be happy. Do what you love to do the most, because I think you're going to be more successful in doing that than anything else.
There you go. That is some great advice. And I appreciate you for being on the podcast. The first ever
Ever.
Don't Sleep podcast. Let me get my whiteboard again. Here, you want to hold this too, Mom? Yeah, hold that right there. Yep. The official Don't Sleep podcast, man. Once again, I am your host, DSanglay. We got our guest here, my mom. Mom, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being on. And yeah, we're going to make even more banger podcasts in the near future. So.
Yes, you never know. I might be another guest again.
Hey man, you never know. She might even be a
regular
an official like co-host actually. But don't see. I think that'd be pretty cool. I was actually thinking about that in my mind because I'm like I gotta keep doing like the consistent podcast. So
and Fashion for 50s will be there.
Fashion for 50s. Okay, yeah.
Oh, you didn't even ask me about my favorite snack.
Okay, yeah. What is your favorite snack? Oh, that's why you brought the snack. Okay, go ahead, real quick. What is your favorite snack?
You know me. I love my snacks.
Go ahead, show them real quick.
Believe it or not, this is really good. Have you guys had this? This is from Australia. And I found this. I'm one of those people that like to try new things. So I got
all the
this.
questions you wanted me to ask the favorite snack question. All right.
Yeah, because I'm a snacker. Even at work, you know, I bring my snacks all the time at work, remember?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So try, that's another thing. You're not going to know it's good unless you try them.
Here, take a bite out of it real quick.
So don't be afraid to try
them. Take a bite
them.
out of it real quick, and then we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it off. Take a bite real quick.
Oh, you want to try this?
No.
This is a honeycomb.
I'll eat these though. These are your favorite snacks too?
Yeah.
The cheese?
Yeah. Look, it's a honeycomb.
Okay.
This is a real honeycomb.
Eat it.
Chocolate covered. Kind of like the thing that we bought last Sunday.
What? Oh, the honey thing that you paid like $10 for, and then you just threw it away?
No, it's still there.
Oh.
It is good.
Okay, now look, we're gonna end this podcast of me and my mom snacking. This is my favorite snack. One of them. But cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, man. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go follow this podcast on Spotify. Make sure you guys go subscribe on YouTube at DSanglay. We don't have an official podcast channel on YouTube, but we do have an official IG, which is the Don't Sleep Podcast on IG. And yeah, it's gonna be like short clips are gonna be posted on all of my DSanglay platforms on TikTok, IG, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, so on and so forth. So make sure you guys go look out for that. Make sure you guys go leave us a rating if you guys haven't already. And yeah, stay tuned for our next podcast. And always remember, don't sleep.
We got the heat.
Yes, sir. Wait, I have to take my...
This is actually really good, though.